Case? It's been around 15 minutes now since you told me you'd be going to the bathroom. Are you all right? The bus will be here in another 5 minutes or so. If you're not feeling all too well right now, we can cancel this honeymoon and go another time.
I'm out of the bathroom right now. I'll be back to you in just a second.
Case? Hey, the moment I got onto the bus, you told me you had to go back to the bathroom again. Are you sure you're all right? The toilet on this bus is pretty small, so I'm sure it's not comfortable for you in there, right? Did you eat something bad yesterday, or that's got you feeling so poorly? Do you want to go and see a doctor about it?
I'm alright, okay? It's not all that bad, actually. I should be out of here and coming back to my seat here soon, so don't worry.
Are you sure? If it's getting really bad for you, we can go to a local clinic and have them see if you need any medication.
Alright. Sorry for getting you all worked up over me.
I'm sorry for constantly checking up on you.
What?
That toilet you were just in was the one on the left side of the bus, right?
What? Why do you ask?
The person in front of me is saying that there were some strange noises coming from that toilet when they walked back there. As though there was a guy and a girl in there.
What? What are they talking about? And that's not for me. I was going to go into that toilet, but it was locked, and so I went to the toilet on the right side of the bus instead. I know for a fact that I'm not in that toilet right now. So you don't have to be worried about those noises coming from me.
I see. Well, as long as everything's all right back there.
Wow, I can't believe that the toilet on the left side of the bus has noises like that coming from it right now. I'm surprised I can't hear anything right now. I'm coming back to my seat right now, by the way.
All right. Aunt May, do you have a second to talk with me? What? Is that you, Sarah? What's going on? We are supposed to be meeting in the hotel's lobby tonight, right? Is it really all right for you to be texting me now when we can meet later today? You are on your honeymoon right now, so I think it's best you enjoy this time with your husband. Well, about my husband. He isn't feeling all too well right now. What? Oh, no way. He's told me that he has some medicine he can take to help ease some of his stomach pain and that he'll just sleep for the rest of the day in the hotel room. But all of that is a lie. What do you mean? He was already telling me about how it would be better to just send him home and enjoy this trip by myself, considering it's a waste of money being at this hotel with him being in such a bad state. But then why did he come all the way out here in the first place when he was feeling bad before we left? And why is he sending me out of the hotel room when I can just relax in there with him while he sleeps? Well, I know why. Just 10 minutes ago, I saw him walking my little sister into the room. And as I walked up to listen through the door, I could hear the both of them moaning. What? You're talking about June then, right? I always heard stories about how much she's loved to sleep around, but I never thought she'd get to your own husband like that. And during your honeymoon of all times. That's what I'm saying. The only reason I was able to see him walking my sister in there in the first place is because I forgot my sun hat, and so I came back to grab it. Perhaps that could be considered a stroke of luck, having my timing match theirs. Or maybe it's bad luck. I opened the door just a little to make sure the person I really saw was June, and they were too busy getting it on in the bed to notice me peering through the crack in the door. This is too crazy. Now that I'm thinking about it more, I think that June snuck onto that bus with Case and I as well. The whole way out here, things were so strange, and I was starting to really think Case was up to something. I don't even want to know what was going on in the bus. Are you going to be all right, Sarah? Well, let's just see what I can do about this. I have some time on my hands right now, so how about we meet up early and talk about what to do next? Are you all right with that? You wouldn't want to be all alone after witnessing something as insane as that, right? I'm sure there are plenty of things I can help with as well. So please, let me come see you and we can talk all this through in more detail and make a plan. Thank you, Aunt May. Where are you right now? I'm just walking back and forth outside the hotel, trying to keep my mind off what I just saw. Then I'm going to start heading back there right now. Can you meet me over by the tennis courts on the east side of the resort? It'll take me around 30 minutes to get back there, so you can take your time walking to that area. Is that all right? Yeah. While you're on your way back, I'll get some things taken care of that need to be dealt with. What things are you talking about? I just want to talk with some other people that need to know what I've seen is all. Ah, I see. I'll see you in a little over 30 minutes then. See you soon. Case, how's your stomach feeling right now?
Right. It is still causing me a little trouble and churning quite a bit, but I think I'm past the point where it was going to hurt the most. I'm sure the medicine is helping break things up in there a lot, as I haven't had to go to the bathroom as much anymore.
I see.
What have you been up to? Around this time, we were supposed to be going to the gardens or something like that, right?
I'm out with Aunt May and doing a couple of things.
Ah, she came along on this trip as well, right? I forgot that they had been wanting to come to a place like this as well, and made the choice to come during our honeymoon. Well, I'm glad you have had someone to spend the day with.
That's right.
By the way, we were supposed to be meeting with her tonight in the hotel lobby, right? Why don't the two of you just go out to eat dinner without coming back here for me?
What are you going to do then, Case?
I'll order something small with room service. I'm honestly not too hungry right now. So maybe just a small bowl of ice cream, and then I'm going back to sleep. I feel as though another good round of sleep will fix the stomach ache up for me. So if you just go out and have dinner with Aunt May, then that would give me the rest of the evening to relax.
I see. Then once I've had dinner with Aunt May, I'm heading all the way back home by myself.
What?
Well, if you're going to keep it up with that behavior, there's no real need to call all of this our honeymoon, right? I don't really want to be going around by myself seeing all the sights when it was supposed to be about you and I. So I'll head back to the house and relax by myself there.
Wait, I'm sure that by tomorrow I'll be feeling a whole lot better again.
Nope, I'm going home. There's no point in calling this a honeymoon trip anymore, now is there?
Huh? What are you trying to get at there, Sarah?
I'm going to go back out with Aunt May, have some dinner with her, and then head home.
Hey, listen to me. You're just going to head home by yourself and abandon your new husband out here when he's feeling sick? That's pretty messed up of you to just leave your sick husband here in a place he knows nothing about. To go home by yourself.
I am sure it's not me who's the messed up one here.
What the heck is all of this about? You're a freaking jerk for canceling this honeymoon without asking me first, and then leaving me here when I have a stomachache. Hey!
Oh, it's you again, Case?
Don't tell me that you're actually heading home soon.
Well, I am. There were some seats left on the last bus leaving here today, so that's what I'll be riding on.
Huh?
I'm on my way to the bus terminal right now, with Aunt May, of course.
Huh?
You go ahead and do whatever you please there at the resort.
What are you talking about? This is supposed to be yours and my honeymoon. Why would you leave right in the middle of it when I'm just getting back to my normal self and want to have fun with you? Why are you just leaving me here without a care in the world?
Do I really have to give you the reason for why this is?
You want to go home because I became a little sick for a day or two, and it was no fun for you, right? I'm sorry that I ended up getting this sick, but you were the one that left me in this room all day long by myself with no company at all. You're screwed up, Sarah.
Ugh. So that's the reason you think I'm leaving you to go back to the house?
What other reason would there frickin' be right now?
How about the reason of you and my little sister getting it on in the hotel room today?
What?
back when we were on our way out here on the bus, there were some things going on that made me a little concerned.
Sarah?
Back when the guy sitting in front of me on the bus said something about strange noises coming out of the toilet on the left side of the bus. That was you and June, right?
And
don't tell me the same thing was going on with you two in the bathroom before you and I got on the bus.
Why would you bring something like that up? Did June say anything to you yesterday or today?
Listen, Case, I know what's happened, so give it up trying to convince me otherwise.
What?
This morning, after you told me to leave the room and go do some things by myself, I forgot my hat and went back up to the room to go and get it.
What?
You both didn't seem to notice anything at the time because you were too busy humping each other. But that's when I saw with my own eyes that you were doing my little sister. I was looking through a crack in the door I made by opening it ever so slightly. She was riding on top of you for a bit before you both rolled over and kept going at it under the covers.
You're lying.
Oh, I sat there listening and watching for close to 10 minutes because I couldn't believe my eyes and had to keep checking again to make sure what I was looking at was actually real. I'm sure that June is staying at the same resort right now. If she wasn't, then there would have been no way of her getting into the resort and up to our room that quickly, right?
No, wait,
In other words, since the beginning, you and her have been planning on going to the same resort at the same time during our honeymoon so that you both could play around. Right?
Well,
I'm going to find out all the finer details in this from here on. And it would help me out a lot if you would just confess to what you've done here. And to make that happen, there will be a lot of people showing up to your room really soon.
A lot of people? Showing up to this room? Here?
I don't want to see you in person for a little while now, so I'll leave it up to all of them to get the information I need.
What are you going on about? What? Hey, Sarah, why are both my parents and your parents here right now? Why were they all allowed to come into this resort? We are way too far away from home for all of them to have made it out here this quickly.
Wait, did you totally forget or something? To join in on some of the fun we were going to have, our parents all got together and planned a trip out for themselves to come to this area as well.
What?
They wanted to have some good family bonding time as well, since you and I just married, so they booked rooms at a resort just down the road. But when they heard the news from me about what I'd seen, they all got into their rental van and started to make their way over to the resort you're at.
What? Huh?
They were also able to make a last-minute change to stay at that resort tonight. Since both the resorts on the street are owned by the same company and are able to do things like that for their guests.
What?
It also helps that Aunt May has a friend working for that resort. She had a word with that friend of hers and told them everything they needed to know. So that friend went ahead and made sure to give our parents the large, sweet room in order for you all to sit down and have a nice, long meeting.
Wait.
So now that you're aware of that, tonight will be a blast for you. Both you and June will be able to have a seat in that room with all four of them and take it up your butts.
Are you freaking kidding me, Sarah? Sarah, I made sure to get that settlement into your bank account. The divorce paperwork has all been handed into the courthouse as well.
Is that right? Thank you so much for letting me know.
Well, now that I've thought about it, this divorce is perfect for me.
Why is that?
Well, now I'll be able to marry your little sister instead. Tomorrow, I'm going to go and propose to her, and then from there, her and I can run over to the courthouse again and get married.
So you're going right back for more then?
I may have lost my parents because of what happened, but as long as I have a young and cute-looking wife like June in my life, I'll be just fine. I'll be perfect, actually.
That might not be happening though, Case.
Why do you say that?
Because June is already married.
Huh?
From what I've heard, she already gave birth to the son of a truly top-notch CEO who's making over $1.5 million a year. So after giving birth to his son, they both tied the knot and are now considered husband and wife.
What did you just say? She got married to another man? Even though I went and paid for both the settlement you asked for me and the settlement you asked from her? She just left me now?
Did you really think you were the only man she was getting love from? I'm not sure what made you think that about her, but for the longest time now, she's been a real whore.
What?
Ever since high school, I think, she's been sleeping around with pretty much any man she could land. There were times she'd call them her boyfriends or something, but that would mean at some points she had 3 boyfriends at a time.
What the actual heck?
I'm sure that since she just got married, she's gone and ended all those other relationships she was having.
I never heard anything about this stuff, though.
I think she was waiting until after you paid both of your settlements to me before she would say anything.
That frickin' whore.
Well, along with myself, my parents have also gone and cut ties to my little sister. So now you both mean nothing to us. Good luck trying to figure out the situation you've gotten yourself into now, Case. Goodbye. After that, Case went and found the company of June's husband and ran in there making a huge scene. This led to June's husband finding out about all the men June had been with before, and so he had a DNA test done on his baby that she recently had. It turned out that the baby was Case's. This led to June then being divorced by her husband and him getting a settlement from her, and Case was also given a bill for all the things in that man's office building that he went and broke in his rage. However, even after all of that, Case still wanted to be with June, and so those two handed in their marriage form. As of right now, those two are working hard to make up all the money they need to pay off all their debt. But while that's happening, June is still finding ways to go back out with other men. Case is very much aware of what she's doing, but for some reason he doesn't want a divorce and just ignores all of it. Even more recently, things between those two have become so divided that they sleep on opposite sides of the house from one another. Because of this, it seems like the place is a very bad environment for their baby, and so my parents and I have talked about taking it away from them. Time will only tell what happens next, but I just hope nothing happens to harm that whore's baby.
Banker, I have a favor to ask you. Will you do it?
Sis, what's going on all of a sudden? What is this favor you want?
You know, give me your husband.
Huh? What are you saying all of a sudden? You're kidding, right?
I'm not joking, I'm serious.
Sis, what's wrong with you?
I didn't tell you until now. When I saw your husband, Bob, for the first time at your wedding, he was my type. But he is your husband, and I gave up on him then. I decided to keep my feelings inside my heart. I'm a healthy person, aren't I?
Huh? What are you saying?
But the other day, I met him at my parents' house after a long time. I knew he was the one for me. I couldn't hold back my feelings any longer. Since then, I've been thinking about him every waking moment. So, give me Bob.
What have you been saying since a while ago? That's enough. Of course I don't want to.
What? You're kidding. I was brave enough to confide in you like this. You don't want to give him to me?
Of course not. He's not an object. There's no way I'd give him to you so easily.
Ah, that's what you meant. Then why didn't you just say so from the beginning?
Huh?
You want money, right? Then I'll pay you what you want.
What makes you think that? I never said I wanted money.
You don't have to be so stubborn. How much do you want? Don't hesitate to tell me. I'll pay you right away.
Even if you loaded me with 1 million, I'm not going to give up my husband to you. He says he doesn't have the slightest intention of leaving me.
Can you please not decide that on your own? You didn't even check with him directly.
I'm telling you because I did. I'm standing next to him right now, and I'm telling you exactly what he said to me.
That's definitely not true, right? I don't believe you. When we saw each other at my parents' house the other day, we looked at each other.
That's absolutely not true. That's what he is saying, sitting next to me.
Janet, come on. The moment we looked at each other, time stopped and we swore our love to each other.
He says that never happened. Cut it out. We are both annoyed.
I don't doubt that you didn't want to let go of Bob, but it's not good to lie. Anyway, it's a lie that he is beside you, isn't it?
Huh? It's not a lie.
I'm very perceptive when it comes to love. That's why I know that he loves me. And I also know that you are lying.
It's true that he's next to me. Can I go now? He's going on an overseas business trip tomorrow.
Is that so?
I'll get him ready now and let him rest as soon as possible. I won't reply to any more of your messages.
Wait a minute. I'm not done talking yet. Well, okay. Now's the time you can be so stubborn. Absolutely, Bob and I have pledged our love to each other. You should be prepared to live as a single mother while you still can.
Janet, I just came back from an overseas business trip, and I'm at the office right now.
Hey, I know you must be tired, so please come home early today.
Oh, thank you. I contacted you about your sister.
Huh? What about my sister?
I heard there was a woman sniffing around the company about me while I was on a business trip. She apparently said there's a man named Bob who is currently on an overseas business trip at this company, right? She asked if I was fooling around with women during my business trip, or if there was any girl I was dating at the company. She waited in front of the entrance and asked around to the employees who came out of the building.
Don't tell me that was my sister.
Oh, apparently a co-worker took some photos of her and showed me. It was your sister.
She is serious after all.
But I thought your sister and your brother-in-law were getting along just fine. Don't tell me that she is suddenly divorcing him.
I don't think so. A while ago, another colleague of mine said he saw your sister near the office.
My co-worker, who understands I'm in trouble. She said she'd give me a ride today. I have a lot of stuff and I don't want to run into your sister. I really appreciate the offer.
Yes, you should thank your co-worker. Be careful not to run into my sister, though.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey! I went to a lot of trouble to get this money for you. Why don't you take it? Are you saying that $12,000 isn't enough? If that's the case, just say so. It can't be helped. I'll get you $15,000 next time. Just make sure you get it, along with the divorce papers too. Whether you accept it or not, it's already decided that you're going to be dumped by him. I think it's better for your own safety if you accept it. Maybe you're as surprised by the large sum of money. Hey, are you listening to me? Say something. Well, okay, I'll bring it to you soon, so be prepared.
Bob, she's really bad.
What's going on?
I just went out for lunch with my co-workers. My sister was waiting for us. She suddenly pushed money at me. Of course, I pushed it back, but she also had the divorce papers in her hand. She had $12,000 in cash.
What? That's a lot of money. So she did what she declared on WhatsApp before? I didn't know your sister was that kind of a person. She's so different from my impression of her.
Well, she did sometimes do bold things, but she was a sensible person. But when she started talking about you as the man of her dreams, she suddenly became very strange.
Maybe you should have a talk with your brother-in-law?
I'd like to, but he's currently working outside of the state.
Huh? Really?
I heard it was suddenly decided. That's why she's waiting in front of your office. She's doing whatever she wants. It seems she has a friend watching her kids.
I see.
The only other people who I can think of that might be able to stop her could be my parents. My dad was sick in the hospital until recently, right? so I don't want to worry him unnecessarily.
I'm with you on that. I want your father to get better as soon as possible, so I don't think we should talk about this. I think we should handle it on our own.
You're right. Oh God, we're about to celebrate 10 years of marriage. I didn't think my sister would interrupt us.
That's true.
We were talking about where to go for our anniversary, and all kinds of fun things, but I never thought this would happen.
Oh, I just got a call from the jewelry store. The ring we ordered is ready.
Really? I'm so excited.
I'll pick it up on my way home from work today.
You sure? Thank you.
Will this make you feel a little bit better?
Yes, it does. I'm so happy. I don't care about my sister anymore.
I'm glad to hear that. Look forward to it.
Thank you. I'll be waiting. I have something to tell you. What is it this time? I'm busy. Don't keep calling me over and over again about stupid things.
You're so bossy. You can't keep talking to me like that. Well, I'll condone it today. Because I did something bad to you and I'm really sorry.
Stop beating around the bush. If you have something to say it clearly.
Actually, Bob just gave me an engagement ring. We're getting married tomorrow. I'm really sorry for taking your husband away from you.
Huh?
Unbelievable? That's right. You don't even want to believe it, right? But I'm sorry, it's true. It looks like the 12,000 I brought to you the other day wasn't enough. I'll bring you the 15,000 and the divorce papers again, so this time, please accept it.
What are you talking about?
Huh? Are you being modest? It's the least I can do. We're sisters, you should just take it. Well, I'm on my way there now.
Wait a minute.
Hmm?
You said you got an engagement ring from him, right? Then why don't you tell me the details?
I don't mind, but I think you'll just be shocked.
I don't believe anything you say. That's impossible. But if you insist that you got an engagement ring and you're getting married to him, I'll at least listen to you.
You're so bossy. You can't face reality, can you? I can talk about it, but it's going to hurt you even more than it already has, okay? And you're okay with that?
Just go ahead and explain it to me.
Don't be so impatient. It's so obvious that you're on edge. If you want to hear it so badly, I'll tell you how much Bob and I love each other. I don't care if you regret it.
Okay, enough with the preamble.
He stopped by a jewelry store in the station building on his way home from work. This can't be true. I was watching him picking up the item. It was just as I thought. He was buying an engagement ring for me. I was so happy that I couldn't wait for him to give it to me. So as soon as he paid the bill, I received it. Now you know it's true that I got the engagement ring.
I see your point.
Well, I'm glad you understand. Now that you understand, you get the hell out of my way. When are you getting a divorce? Hurry up. Bob and I are in love with each other, but you are in the way.
Your delusion is out of control.
Huh? Delusion?
I'm going to put you through to him.
Huh? Is he proposing to me?
This is Bob.
Bob, thanks for the engagement ring earlier. Please give me back the ring as soon as possible. It's not yours. You don't have to be embarrassed anymore, handsome.
When did I say I'd give you the ring? Besides, I never said I love you, did I?
You don't have to say it in words. Because we pledged our love to each other the moment we laid eyes on each other. And on top of that ring, right? Your feelings have already been conveyed to me. But if you want to propose to me, I'm all for it. If that's the case, I'd like to hear it at a stylish place. Maybe a bar with a night view in a luxury hotel would be nice. Oh, that's right. I thought it's my turn to reciprocate your feelings. I've prepared a wedding.
What?
Tomorrow is our wedding day, handsome.
What are you talking about?
As you can imagine, it was impossible to book the wedding venue, but we've rented out a restaurant in a house. A really lovely place. So you can get divorced today, right?
That's enough. The only person I love is Janet. Please return my wife's ring.
Huh? Ah, that's what you mean. You mean you want to give it to me officially at the proposal, right? I mean, I can't believe I'm going to be your wife.
That ring belongs to my wife, Janet.
Huh?
Janet and I have been married for almost 10 years now. When we got married, I made a promise to her. On our 10th wedding anniversary, we would buy a new ring. That ring is a gift to my wife, Janet, as a token of my gratitude for all she has done for me.
What are you talking about? You gave me the ring.
I didn't give it to you. Just as I was about to get the paper bag containing the ring from the clerk after paying the bill, you took it from me and ran away. Please give it back.
This can't be true. Aha, you were threatened by Janet to say so, weren't you?
No, that's enough. If you don't give it back to me, I'll call the police. Are you okay with that?
Huh? The police?
I really don't want to do that though, since you're her sister.
Oh no, then you're really saying it's not my ring?
That's why I've told you so many times. If you don't want me to call the police, then give it back.
But it's engraved on the ring. I noticed it. B and J, these are our initials engraved on it, right? That means B for Bob and J for Jenny, right?
It's J for Janet.
Huh?
It's Janet, so it's J, right?
What?
You have a husband, don't you? Please don't say things I don't understand, like me and the wedding. And no matter what you say, the only person I love is Janet.
Oh no. I thought we were in love. I can't believe I was wrong.
Now you finally understand. Then please give me back the ring.
No, I won't.
What?
I've decided to throw this ring in the river.
Wait a minute. What a thing to do with the ring I bought for Janet. Please return it right now.
I want to throw it in the river and let my feelings for you wash away. You understand a woman's feelings, don't you?
I don't think so. Please give it back.
I don't need you to understand. I've already made up my mind. I'm glad I live by the river.
Hey, please don't do that.
Bob, goodbye.
You're kidding.
Janet, what the hell does this mean? A bill for a ring. Why do I have to pay for it? And it's $5,800. There's no way I can pay that much money. No, you have to pay for it. You threw the ring in the river, of course you do. I can't let this go just because you're my sister. Bob filed a police report against you for stealing the ring. Huh? The police? A damage report? Wait a minute, that's a lie, right? You wouldn't lie about something like that. You can't get away with it. It's perfectly caught on the jewelry store's security camera. Just as he was about to get the paper bag from the clerk. You intervened, took the bag and ran away. Oh no. Besides, the clerk is also watching you stealing. I didn't mean to steal anything. Even so, he asked you to give it back many times. I have proof on WhatsApp, so there's no way you can get away with it. If you had returned it then, we wouldn't have made a big deal out of it. But I never thought you'd throw it in the river. Oh, I was just kidding about throwing it in the river. I was so shocked that he dumped me, that's why. So, can you come and return the ring now? Well, that's... Someone saw you throwing the ring out of the window into the river. So, there's no excuse. I just wanted to let bygones be bygones with my feelings for him. That's all. No.
You took someone else's belonging and threw it into the river, and you say that's all you did? What are you talking about? We told your husband about what happened.
You're kidding.
We even reported the damage. Of course we did.
You don't have to go that far, no matter how much you want to.
You caused us to go that far, didn't you?
I've just had my heart broken, and you're going after me like that? Isn't that too harsh on your sister?
You're the one being cruel. I can't believe you would seriously try to steal your sister's husband. What you did is stealing. I don't know what to say to you anymore. I've decided to ask a lawyer to take care of the rest.
You must be kidding. We're sisters.
Can I go now? I'm busy. You and your husband can talk about the rest. Bye.
Wait, I have a favor to ask you.
What?
Can you lend me some money?
Huh?
The restaurant I reserved for the wedding with Bob? Since it was a last-minute cancellation, it's going to cost me $2,500, the full amount.
Sis, you have money, right? You were going to pay me $1,500, right?
I took it from my husband's account behind his back. But he already found out.
Whatever, take care of it yourself. Bye.
Wait, don't abandon me.
Later, my brother-in-law brought the money to reimburse me for the ring and apologized on behalf of my sister. For the sake of their children and because he didn't want to give their mother a criminal record, he begged me to withdraw the damage report. He said that he would of course charge my sister for the ring at a later date, and my brother-in-law is divorcing my sister. I think my sister has been punished enough, so we withdrew the report. Since she is the cause of the divorce and she has no money to support the children, the custody is with my brother-in-law. Naturally, the $2,500 for the cancellation fee for the restaurant that she made reservations at based on her assumption, she is obliged to pay for it. Although my sister has 2 jobs, she is now living in extreme poverty, having to use most of her salary to repay the debt. As for the rings, we ordered a new pair of rings with the money we received from their reimbursements. I hope we can continue to live together as a family, caring for each other.